Hello traders. Hope everyone is good, guys. Here's another trade breakdown as I promised on BTCUSD, Bitcoin USD. It's a third one. Sorry, it's a third one or fourth one if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to put a link in the description below so you check out the first 3 videos. I suggest you watch them in a sequence so you will get to enjoy the entire series of this BTCUSD, specifically BTCUSD, because I had actually 4 trades. Guys, once again, I'm going to emphasize the magnitude of time and price. As I explained on my first video I ever recorded, that I'm still struggling from inconsistency, lack of confidence, and precision. When I'm talking about precision, I'm talking about because I'm looking forward to execute my entries at lower time frame, 1 minute, even second based time frame. If you execute your entries in such smaller time frame, you really need precision. Your point of validity or invalid point, you should know if the price violates your stop loss even by a pip. Your entire bias have to change. It's unlike when you have to take 30 pip stop loss. And another thing of executing your trades in smaller time frame, the price do not float for longer period. Within 30 minutes, you know it's either I'm in profit or I hit my stop loss. Within that specific time, even 30 minutes, you'll definitely know. If my trade is still running, I'm definitely in profit and I should move to break even. And you have to know when to break even and when to take partials. Not only you need precision, even trade management. It's it's not an easy thing to trade much lower time frame, like 1 minute. But man, the risk to reward, and it takes really hard work and experience, and you cannot teach experience. As much as I'm a little bit concerned about my inconsistency, but I really see a lot of progress in just the space of 6 months. I really believe in hard work, guys. I really believe in hard work and determination and consistency. And we have to see longevity or We have to think long term because, like I mentioned, it's pointless to make, let's say, you make a certain amount, a certain huge amount, but it was just luck. So, like, I'm obsessed or I'm interested in consistency. When I make money, I need to make it consistently. Consistently. I do not want to make money the following month. I don't know how I actually made that money. So yeah, guys, let's think long term wise. If we master craft right now, we progress year after year after year after year. We change our lives, so on and so forth. So yes, guys, let's get to the charts. Let me show you first the screenshot. This is before screenshots, and this is after. A nice trade, but I was confused why it just went above my stop loss by a few pips, then went to my direction. And I'm going to remind you guys that at the time of this analysis, I wasn't aware of time and price sessions. So let's get to the trade breakdown. So yes, guys, this is my first trade breakdown on BTCUSD, second one, third one, and this is the fourth one. So let's get to lower time frame. Because guys, markets are fractal. Markets are really fractal. But to be able to trade this lower time frame, you need like to work hard, to practice, to read price, to watch videos, back test, forward test. So yes, guys, excuse me. You see this price action. And okay, this point of interest was based on this previous distribution. You see this unhealthy price action, this supply zone and this imbalance. So I saw a reaction. The fact that we are bullish, but we shouldn't be ignorant when the price um, shows us something. Because what I noticed, guys, even a 1 minute redistribution can take out a daily significant structure. That's how fractal markets are. So you shouldn't be ignorant of any price action. You should be able to read price, adjust, be flexible. So yes, this is where New York session opened, and this momentum trend line, this trend line, the New York session continued to create more reaction because the more that there are touches in the trend line, the more reliable the trend line is. And another thing, guys, um, in my quest, I've studied so many strategies, and that's really helped because by now I know where each strategy is manipulated. Support and resistance, harmonic patterns, it's like lots of strategies. I know where each strategy is manipulated. That's how I'm able to read the price. And after I knew that liquidity drives the price, it's really cool. And you see, New York opened and it's continued creating this trend line. And later on, the session manipulated the trend line. That's where our distribution was introduced by New York session. Guys, these moves or these liquidity hands are not by mistake, they are intentional. Like liquidity drives the price. That's where or that's how composites men or institutions create a healthy price action because they cannot just dump their orders in the markets. They have huge capital that will make the market to collapse. That's what causes flash crashes. So you see this sign of weakness was introduced by New York session. And after that manipulation, the price went on to create UT and U10 and continued to the downside and broke the straight to the downside, which confirms this distribution. And in that way, the price created this trend line, another liquidity, another liquidity. Throughout New York session, it created this liquidity because you see, this was still New York session, but later on, the liquidity was manipulated, and the price also took the liquidity above this point of interest, this structure point. You see, lower high, lower low, lower high, and it's tapped to this to this point of interest around, you see, 11:24 or 10 p.m. London UK time or 11 p.m. my local time. But at this point, it's not wise to take a trade because the market is about to close and the spread widens during the time. So we might have skipped this trade. And yes, I think it's not safe to execute the trade when the market closes for that particular day because the spread widens. And if you trade lower time frames, you definitely gonna use a smaller stop loss. And if you use more smaller stop loss, you use bigger lot size. And the slippage can really cripple your account. So yeah, it's really nice trade breakdown. From this New York Open to introduce the sign of weakness and return and continue. If the price just went on to mitigate this point. And another thing, it's really nice to see the price from like this bullish bearish order flow. If it manipulates, because it's already manipulated this momentum trend line. So if it goes above this point, this structure point, just reluctant to get an entry. But it's a nice trade breakdown, it's a nice price action. You see how New York opened, manipulated liquidity, and later on placed another liquidity and manipulated later all the way to the downside. Yes guys, this is the last trade breakdown on gold, not specifically entirely. Not entirely, specifically on this series of these 4 trades. I'm going to continue. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a trade breakdown on Euro JPY. Yes, it was a reaccumulation, hourly reaccumulation. So yes guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. Also leave a comment in the comment section for suggestion. I will upload some more videos. Hope you will enjoy. See you on the next one.